Hey, this is Joseph Graham. How you doing? This video is for Mr. Phillips. Called the other day, had a pretty short conversation. I'm not trying to waste your time. I'm not trying to waste my time. So check this out, man. See this right here? This thing right here is called your Google Map listing, right? It's probably one of the most valuable things that you have on the internet. Why? Why would this thing right here that has no information to it, that's blank, be one of the most valuable things assets that you have on the internet? Well, for one, when anybody is looking for a service or product, they're going to do one of two things. They're going to ask someone they know, hey, do you know who can do my porch? You know, who can do this or that? They're going to ask someone they know, or they're going to jump on Google and they're going to search for it, right? So if I'm looking to get a deck built on my porch, I'm probably going to just type it in, deck builder, right? And it's going to go based off of where I live. I live in South Fort Worth. So this is what's going to pull up. You got affordable decks, arbors. You got these guys right here. It's these top three businesses in these top three map listing spots that get 70% phone calls. 70%. Okay. So for Fort Worth, professional deck builder, he's probably getting like the majority of the phone calls, right? And then affordable decks, and then these people down here. So this is why this map listing is so important and why you should take the time to build a website, because we are in 2021. You know, everyone should have a website, right? And then start optimizing this and filling it out, especially knowing what you know now, that if you do the right things, you take the right steps, you end up here, you're going to be dominating the marketplace, right? You're going to be generating a lot of phone calls and a lot of jobs, right? With that said, this is a heat map. This map shows everywhere your map listing, this thing is and is not showing in certain areas. Now, as you can see, you're in the red, which means in Lake Worth, downtown, every part of Fort Worth, anytime someone is searching for a deck builder, you're not even on the map. So when someone in Lake Worth does search for deck builder, you're going to see DFW deck builders, professionals, right? Let's just click on these guys right here. So as you can see, DFW deck builder, those guys I'm looking at, these guys down here. Well, that's South Fort Worth. So that means they got multiple map listings. That means they got multiple map listings. It says South Fort Worth. So look, these guys are getting calls. Everywhere you see a green, 1, 2, and a 3, they're like number one in these spots. They have a bunch of these map listings. They're getting calls all throughout here, just based off of Google searches. Everywhere you see a green circle, right? 1, 2, and a 3. So they're dominating North Fort Worth for the most part, right? How much money do you think they're getting by getting all these phone calls? I'm the type, probably just like you, that's not worried about what other people are getting. But we built this tool for a specific reason. We built this tool. I built this tool because I have my own map listings. I have several hundreds of map listings, and I know that those map listings get the first call when they're in these top three spots. So sometimes I'll build multiple, like these guys are doing. They're building multiple to take up multiple spots. There's 3 spots here, 10 spots down here. The more space on this front page I can occupy, right? The more chances I have of monopolizing this marketplace. In this case, it's deck building. Now let's go to like over here, Bedford. Now we got professional. There you go again. DFW deck builder. You see, this is a different GMB. I'm sure they have multiple GMBs. These guys are just ripping. Now you see the ranking in the Keller area, the Roanoke area, Bedford, not Watauga, but almost. But you see, they have multiple of these, right? So yeah, man, I just wanted to show you that like you're missing out on a lot of calls, a lot of money. So hopefully this video reaches you. If you want, I can send you a copy of this. You can click around and see what's what, right? The first things is the first things. You gotta optimize that GMB, right? Then you want to build a website. And after that, this is all extra stuff that this is how I rank websites. This is what I do. I rank websites. I generate the calls. This is the map I've been using for the last 10 years. These steps. Content is pretty much the words on your website. It needs to be authoritative. It can't look like a picture portfolio, not just a bunch of pictures, but you got to have authoritative content. Here's an example of authoritative content. So if I just type in beer, Wikipedia pops up, right? Type it correctly. Wikipedia pops up. Wikipedia keeps popping up because it has the most authoritative content. When I click on this link, we go in there. This is the most authoritative content on driveways, right? It might not be that much, but it's still the most authoritative. That's why Wikipedia always pops up number one, right? So that's like one of the key elements. So having authoritative content. This is all shit just to start generating more phone calls, right? That's what it's about. Only reason anybody has a website, only reason anybody has a Facebook or on Angie's list, so that they can generate more jobs, more phone calls. Okay? Thanks.